A new Doom game is coming out later this year. It's called Doom: The Dark Ages. It will be the third release in the modernized series, and if it's anything like the previous games, it'll likely be pretty good. But since modern-day Bethesda is remotely involved, there is a chance it'll be a piece of shit. Did you hear something? Sounded like it came from my front door. Director of Bethesda, Todd Howard, what are you doing in my... I'm sorry, Todd. Wait, I'll buy Skyrim again, I promise. If you never played either of the first two games, it's probably because you were too busy being a child with unmonitored access to the internet, which to the dismay of both you and your parents led to a series of unforeseen consequences on your mental development and turned you into a League of Legends player. But don't worry, Unk is here, Hawktua help you get up to show speed. So lock in edgers. We're going back to the beginning. Back to 2016.
We are number one.
Pokemon go to the polls.
I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay.
The 2016 Doom was the series' re-entry into the modern game industry. When the game begins, you find yourself naked and chained up in an unfamiliar setting. No, this isn't P. Diddy's house. You're actually on Mars. Shout out to Mars. The game's protagonist is called the Doomslayer. The Doomslayer is not a big fan of demons. He thinks they're a bit much. No cap. After dealing with some Ohio Rizzlers, you make your way down a steel corridor, at the end of which you find your drip waiting for you. After a brief moment of sensory overload, you find out that all communications for the facility you're in are shut down. Suddenly, one Dr. Samuel Hayden tries to slide into your DMs. Like the Sigma you are, you disregard what he has to say. In order to get to the bottom of things, you first need to get communications back online. The demons don't want you to do that, so you just kill them. The only thing you know so far is that this white woman is sus, and that this is all Dr. Hayden's fault.
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand. Our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind.
Yeah, well, tell that to this guy. After a cool title drop, you make your way onto the surface of Mars. Your next objective is to get the communications array back online. This is the point in the game that you start to learn the standard level design. You'll find demons, unalive them, and progress forward. Sometimes unsolicited exposition will interrupt this natural cycle, but feel free to ignore that. Ignoring lore in favor of killing demons is 100% in character for the Doom guy. After making your way back inside, you're introduced to Vega. Vega is a pretty cool guy. He gives you the ability to upgrade your weapons. You get to the control panel for the satellite, but are blocked out by Dr. Hayden. You have no choice but to hear what he has to say. For now, you haul your Kimetsu no Yaiba looking ass through further to meet up with Dr. Hayden. He knows at this point you think he's kind of cringe, so he offers you a bribe. It helps you fight demons, so you accept without question.
Vega, give him what he wants.
61,337 UAC members deceased. 81% of the facility is on lockdown.
Boring exposition. By the way, if you think I should do a collab video with Mr. Beast, make sure to like and subscribe. All you need to know is that white woman from before, Miss Olivia Pierce, was the imposter all along. And like the sussy baka she is, she tries to sabotage the crew with a reactor meltdown.
If the venting turbines aren't re-engaged, neither of us will survive the meltdown.
Say less. Your next objective is to fix the sabotage. On God, this level kinda sucks, but it emphasizes another key element to Doom's level design. You find locked door, you find key to door, and then you go through door. You fix the sabotage only to find the demons have held an emergency meeting. Bad news for the demons. I used my mom's credit card to buy the chainsaw cosmetic. The Doomslayer is rewarded for his efforts with a white woman jump scare. Wait, what?
Authorization. Olivia Pierce. Alpha 402.
She has locked me out, Dr. Hayden.
All power rerouted to Argent Energy Tower.
She is trying to tear open the portal between our world and theirs.
Cringe.
You could not have saved them anyway.
She wild for saying that. Olivia Pierce is trying to open a portal to hell. This would allow all the demons, including the ones you don't want your parents to know about, to pour into Mars and eventually make their way to Earth. Dr. Hayden has a plan, fortunately.
We're only temporarily disabling the tower. You need to remove each lens individually. Carefully release the hinges.
Warning. Energy contamination detected.
Destroying the production of Argent energy isn't necessary.
You make your way to destroy the production of Argent energy. Demons try to stop you and the Doom guy, but they not like us. Dr. Hayden doesn't like that idea, since humanity kind of needs it to sustain itself.
The hell energy is unusable without the filters.
You know what I need to sustain myself? Filipinos. General Douglas MacArthur once said, "Give me 10,000 Filipinos and I will conquer the world." And I wholeheartedly agree. That's why I've decided to do a promotional giveaway. I will select one random person who leaves a comment of their favorite Filipino, and whomever I pick will get one Jollibee spaghetti on me. Doom guy thinks everything that has to do with hell is mid, so he's all right starting another energy crisis. You eventually find the last panel.
If stopping our energy production is what you want, then you need only to destroy this last filter, and Argent energy will no longer exist in this solar system. We will be back at square one.
Jarvis, play Zoomer Nightcore.
You have no idea what you have just done.
He sounds miffed. With Olivia Pierce's plans foiled, the only thing left to do is to make her know, live, Well, here we go, killing again.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Olivia used her boss girl energy to break the glass ceiling into hell after all. To the dismay of the Doomslayer, he's in hell as well now. Women, am I right, fellas? The Doomslayer has to fight his way out of hell, just like I had to for my second divorce.
John, I want a divorce.
Divorce.
The narrative at this point is told with subtle environmental storytelling. There are these things which tell you Doomslayer lore, but they go on forever, and I know your attention span has been decimated by TikTok, so we'll skip all that. All you need to know is that he's an Ultra Instincts Sigma male with Emperor's Haki who knows, plus Ultra Riz breathing with the domain expansion, epic Fortnite Battle Royale, 5 Nights at Poppy's Playtime, Among Us sus. And that it's implied he's the same guy from the original 1990s Doom games. You successfully kill enough demons to get yourself out of hell. Back on Mars, Dr. Hayden tells you the portal to and from hell can't be closed from Mars anymore, and that you'll need to go back to hell to close it from their side. Since we're back on Mars, we get more exposition.
Olivia has an artifact in her private lab that we've been studying for years. I believe you can use it to find the answers you seek. It bears your mark.
Olivia's personal laboratory is not part of the registered facilities database. Alpha-level clearance will be required.
This is a good time to mention that if you like the video so far, please do me a favor and share it. Otherwise, I have to do this bit again in the next one.
You can access her Lazarus facility from the north sector of the Advanced Research Complex, about 80 kilometers away.
You catch a ride and make your way to the Lazarus complex. Dr. Hayden wants to meet up, so you head on over to his office. If you've been paying attention, you already know what's in store for the Doomslayer.
Do not be alarmed by the system update. It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether, a means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I have supplies in my office. This way, please.
Ain't I a stinker?
The destruction of the Argent Tower is devastating, but
This is unironically the biggest exposition dump in the game. Hold on. You get all that?
your affinity for guns is apparent. I'm confident you'll find something useful there as well.
Bet. You make your way to the fan service department of the complex. No, not that kind of fan service. I'm talking about the BFG. BFG stands for Big Funny Gun. It's called that because whenever you shoot it, something funny happens. You either kill everything or nothing, and there's no in-between. You start heading into the Lazarus Labs to find Dr. Hayden's MacGuffin stone.
You'll find the Helix Stone in Olivia's private archival lab deep within this facility. Few have ever seen the stone.
The stone holds the secret to shut down the portal. Along the way, it's revealed the demons were rizzing up Olivia behind Dr. Hayden's back.
You should not have allowed his location to be discovered. You have failed us.
It was not me. It was Samuel. He led them to his tomb. Please, we can overcome this. I promise. The gate will be opened as planned.
She made for the streets. You gain access to the Helix Stone. You're rewarded with sensory overload, the fact you never have to hear about the stupid stone again, and some foreshadowing imagery.
That's a surprise tool that can help us later.
The Crucible. That's what she was looking for. Vega, did you get the location?
Yes. It is located in an uncharted region of the Titan's realm, but we'll need to rupture another Argent accumulator to create the portal. The only accumulator in this sector is in specimen CD-587.
Once you've extracted the accumulator, it will become unstable.
The ruptured casing should cause a rift strong enough to send you back to their world. We can determine your point of entry using the tether system I uploaded to your suit. Retrieving the Crucible is critical. Without it, we have no way of shutting down the well and closing the Hell portal here on Mars.
Fine thing. Close portal. Got it. The Doom guy, fights his way to find the accumulator. Dr. Hayden tells you it's in the Cyber Demon. Like any other demon, the Doom Slayer will make quick work of, hey, why is this room full of health and ammo? Ninja thinks he's the main character. Well, I guess we're playing Dark Souls now. This is the first boss fight of the game, which is a shame because the game's 3/4 of the way done. The Doomslayer pulls the accumulator out of the demon's cyber bussy and shortly after is brought back to hell. Turns out, we're actually playing Sekiro. No cause for concern, the Doomslayer is built different. Hesitation is defeat, you piece of shit. Back on Hell, you'll need to get your hands on the Crucible. This is the part of the game that is just killing demons, otherwise known as the good part. And I'm not going to taint it by using your generation's goofy-ass vocabulary. Nope, not doing it. Further in Hell, you continue fighting through without being interrupted by any resemblance of narrative. Nah, I'm good. The Hell levels are Doom at its best, but the whole game is fantastic. I can't stress enough how well this game holds up a near decade later. Not to mention the soundtrack is consistently great. The only thing that kept it from sweeping awards in 2016 was the fact Overwatch came out. And we all know how that turned out. Now, watch me make some demon kiddos out there grow up fatherless.
Let him cook! Let him cook now! Let him cook! I said let him cook!
Doom Guy walks into a room full of health and ammo, so you know what's coming up. Looks like we're playing Demon Souls now. The Doomslayer beats the boss with relative ease. To his surprise, It wasn't Demon Souls he was playing. It was Elden Ring. If these jokes are going over your head, it would behoove you to play better games. After beating not one, but Hawk 2 out of the bosses, you finally get your hands on the Crucible. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about these dudes. Wait! Dr. Hayden, stop! No! Don't worry, they'll be back in Doom Eternal. Dr. Hayden brings Doom Guy back to Mars.
You have the Crucible, and with it the means to contain the power of the well. We have a plan to send you there. Vega will walk you through the process.
Nah, I got it. The Crucible is able to shut down the well, which will close the portal to hell and effectively end the game. Problem is, it apparently takes a lot of energy to get sent there. And since the consequences of our own actions are starting to catch up to us, the only power source available to do that is the one that Vega uses to be alive. So we need to unalive him.
But I will not survive the procedure and am unable to self-terminate, so I will walk you through the process.
He seems pretty okay with it, so the Doom Slayer is on board. One cool transition later.
Capabilities, control of
Now use the Crucible to power it down, and the portal here on Mars will be closed permanently. They will not allow access to the well without a fight. But I'm sure that's what you're looking for, isn't it?
For real, for real. You find Vega's core. Before you unalive him for good, you see the option to back him up on a physical drive. The entire game, Vega's been a real one, so you do it. Wait, wouldn't Dr. Hayden know that was an option? Why didn't he tell us, gent d'honneur? You're back on hell, or are you? Watch the next video and find out. You find out the well is actually powered by the souls, or something of these beings called wraiths. With Crucible in hand, you end their eternal suffering. God, I wish that was me. The Doomslayer has to do this 3 times, all while gooning the demons and breaking their edging streak. I honestly don't even know what that even means. But the game's almost over. You find the last wraith and free them from their eternal torment, effectively shutting down the well and severing the demons from Mars. The only thing left to do is to find Olivia Pierce and make her... Oh... Livia!
They promised me so much.
Hear me out, gang. The final boss of the game is a woman you've watched slowly turn into a monster who wants you dead. Kind of like real life. The Doomslayer defeats Olivia, and there's only one thing left to do. Time to make Olivia... Unlivia. Dr. Hayden, being a man of his word, tethers the Doom Guy back to Mars. The two had their differences, but a common enemy is defeated and Earth is safe. Look, he's walking over to shake the Doom Guy's hand and...
You've won.
Wait, why do I hear
It's
Zoomer
over.
Nightcore?
You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched you work. Come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind. And you may be right. But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree. But with this, we can continue our work. I am not the villain in this story. I do what I do because there is no choice.
Rerouting tether coordinates complete.
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way. Until we see each other again.